Ladies. Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Give us a few seconds while we share our live feed as usual. We'll be right back.
Only I know that you have a music that you play in the background. Do we have it today?
Where is the music? Let's go.
Sounds like I should go to sleep.
Please don't go. Okay.
Okay, let me see. I might have to leave you ladies for a few seconds to refresh my screen.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
no
too. That's
problem.
what I'm saying. Mine
Just
too
take
needs
your
to be
time.
refreshed.
Yeah, I don't know why. What's happening today? The rain all night.
I know, like they say, things happen for a reason. So,
Okay.
I'm trying to get the link. Do we get it, ladies? I don't think so.
No, we don't have the links here.
I can barely hear you all. So if I go off, it'll just be for a little bit because I'm just refreshing my screen. If
Okay.
not, it's not gonna flow.
Sorry, guys. We're having some technical issues. Just give us a little bit and we will get this rolling.
guys, it's Sunday going, viewers. I hope you're having a blessed Sunday. Oh, thank you, Miss Olivia. I think I just saw it. Yeah, Miss Olivia will be back, viewers. So just give us some minutes.
Yeah, just give it some minute. We are trying to figure out. Miss Olivia has a issue with her
Internet.
internet. So for those who are joining us, this is the Mollie Show. Miss Olivia is having some issue. Miss Enreta is living the dream, sipping, and look at her hair is popping. That lady, she's an RN making money, right?
Girl,
If you
stay
want anything,
every
go to Miss Enreta. She is the source. She is the source. Today
Ooh,
we have amazing stories that we're gonna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. And if you are still in church, hurry up and tune in on your phone. Share for those who are watching right now. Go ahead and share the
Yeah.
Mollie Show so that we can have more viewers today. Because today is gonna be juicy. It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
amazing. You don't want to miss it. You want your
Mm-mm.
friends to be there. You don't want something that will be like, oh, how can they get there? No, let everybody
Yep.
join. Share it, call your neighbors if you have a big phone, a big smartphone, like Miss Henrietta's phone. Call your neighbors, flip
Yeah.
it open, and let them watch
Yeah.
the magic that happens in the Molly Show. So
Like Miss Molly said.
while we are waiting for Miss Olivia, because of internet issue, we don't know how long it's gonna take. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get this rolling before
Yeah.
Miss Olivia gets here. Um, I am Miss Molly, and that's my co-host, Miss Henrietta, amazing,
Hello,
amazing
everyone.
lady, fashionista, and my other co-host, Miss Olivia.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
some issues. She's gonna join us.
Yeah.
So today we have two topics we're going to talk about. Miss
Oh,
Olivia
she's
is going to
back.
introduce us with the first one, and then we're going to get it rolling.
Rolling,
Yes,
rolling. Please,
guys.
I didn't see the. Sorry, did you all put the, how do they call it, the link in the chat? So go ahead and share it. All right, you have the link now.
No,
Put it in the chat. I put it in the chat.
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay, cool. Sorry about
That's
that.
it.
I had to restart this computer. It's much better. All right, should we go?
Yes, we are waiting for you. We already did the introduction. We are waiting for you to do the introduction of the topic, and let's get it rolling.
Okay. So let me turn off my music. Oh my god, I forgot that music was playing. Better. Let me turn on the music. All right. Thank you all so much again for joining. I apologize. I had to restart my computer for a little bit. So this is the first topic that we have for today. I see Miss Hereta is her screen is great, but I know she'll be back. This is the first topic we have for today. So a few days ago, there was this trending video all over social media of this guy who gifted his sister a car on her wedding day. So, during the ceremony, he walks up to the stage, greeted the husband and the sister, and then hands over a car key to the sister, like, this gift is for my sister. And then they go out, and the sister takes pictures, and they're happy. So the controversy is that a lot of people are saying, if it was okay, but if he wanted to give the sister a gift, he could do it, out of the wedding ceremony for respect of the husband, or give the gift as a couple. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, Ms. Henrietta, Ms. Molly, who wants to start first? I think Ms. Molly also has some technical issues.
Yeah, it looks like she freezed.
Mhm.
Thank you, Miss Olivia. Before you went on out the air because of your internet. Oh, she's back. No, she's not. We were just thanking the viewers, and then telling them like share, share our page and everything. And it's so interesting this time because Miss Olivia, we've had so many interesting topics and especially our TikTok. So the topic of today is about marriage. It's about a wedding day. It's about people that decided to be together. And I believe that before they were together, they contacted both families because that's the tradition. Because when you look at the video, it's a country in Africa. So I think they came together as one. And I am so grateful and I'm so happy that she was offered a car because it's hard for so many people to have a car, and it was done on our wedding day. That's a sign of love. But at the same time, I know it's the brother, it's her family. But my take in that is yes, you can give your family members something. But on a wedding day, for me, it's when two people become one. They love each other, they have a bond, they are sharing their love. So they have to share everything together. So my thing is, you come as a brother. Bless your heart for loving your sister, but at the same time, you offer the gift to her. And what struck me, Miss Olivia, in that video was that it was public. He did it publicly. He had to stop the music, stop everybody had to be quiet for him to say that I'm offering a gift to my sister, while the husband is next to her. I know it's a good thing to give, like I said, but my point there is the disrespect. One thing I know about men is they want to be respected. even me, a woman, women, we want to, but mostly the men, that is the ego in them. And I do respect that when it comes to men. They love to be respected because when you love a man, I prompt you and I bet you, girl or woman, you're going to be loved extraordinary. So at that point, it's still in a limbo, it's still in a cloud. Like when something comes to you like in a twinkle of an eye. I think the man right there is just like, what's happening? And I love men for one thing. Some of them don't react because if it was a woman that they were giving a car to the man, I don't think she would even wait for the man to grab the keys. So my take in that is the disrespect the family did to that man. It doesn't sit well with me, and I like I told Miss Olivia, I would love to watch part two for that thing, for that show or that rating. What happened after? Because I believe that man is not he's not happy. I don't know what Miss Molly has to say, but I don't think he's happy.
Yeah, Henrietta, thank you for that. He said he's not happy. Who said he's not happy, Henrietta? Who
It's
said you there
not.
for your
Go
heart?
and watch. Go and
You
watch
there
the
for your
video.
heart?
It's
You not
not.
like they're happy or
Nah,
not?
man, oh.
I
I'm
can say
beginning.
they're happy. So well, I think the man saw this coming. Yeah. I don't know the background of the story so well, but maybe he already saw this coming because this disrespect cannot come from nowhere up till the altar, man. So I feel like he saw this coming. If you look at the video, I feel sorry for him, but again, it's a wedding gift. I know the fact that you are saying that he would have given her the gift but not make it publicly because it's a wedding day, right? You can give to whoever you want to give. You can give to just the groom, you can give to just the bride, you can give a gift for both groom and bride. But for this one, that guy, maybe I think from a man's perspective is wrong, like you said. I accept that. But the fact that because they are married, he should give the gift to both the man and the woman, I disagree on that. You can still give the gift. She's your sister. Why the heck are you giving this man a car? To start eating, but no, he doesn't deserve a car. It's my sister. If my brother want to give me a gift, I don't want my brother to go and give to that. Oh, because we are Mr. and Mrs. Give my car to myself. The only thing that I disagree in this situation is the fact that he was flaunting it, right? If he would have, if he would have like get like a little gift box, put the key in there, pack seal it and give the sister as a present, that would have been a little bit more respect. Yeah, more respect to the guy. And then the girl too, I got the fact that you are excited, you are owning your car for the first time. Isn't her responsibility out of respect, like show it and give it to her husband, like what do you like, something like that, right? So you can tell the family he's marrying to. You can tell the family because right now from the beginning, he has already started disrespecting that guy. And the wife too, the new bride is so excited with the new car because if I was in her shoe, I would be excited too.
Yep.
Man, having a brand new car in Africa, that is huge. And then but this story is too much for me. Again, brother, I'm happy you gave your sister a car, but the fact that you were flaunting it to you had to wait to stop the music or whatever. It's a car. It's not like you got her a mansion. So that's just what I have for that. Miss Olivia, roll it.
Well, we're all making some major points, right? And that's why I like discussions because everybody has a different opinion, and that's okay.
Mhm.
Just like that brother woke up and gave that gift. He maybe people told him that, master, don't do it, oh, and he was like, me, I'm gonna give my sister motor that day, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You will never know, what happened. So I see we have about 6 or 5 viewers. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining. We have an interesting topic. I'll just make it brief. What will you
Mhm.
what's your take of a brother-in-law gifting his sister, no, of a brother gifting his sister a car on the wedding day? Remember, he's gifting his sister and not the couple. And then he's gifting his sister this car on the wedding day at the ceremony. You see, that's where my problem is. To me, there's nothing wrong with gifting your sister a car, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
we've had this, we discussed this, ladies, like, okay, it can be a personal gift, as Ms. Molly said. But to me, you could do it at home. You want to give your sister a car, right? So are you just, do you want to show off or do you want to give your sister a car? There are two things. You can gift your sister a car at home after that ceremony. You say, hey, welcome back from your honeymoon. So this is what I got for you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And but at the ceremony, he walked up to the stage and he greeted the husband and then gave the sister the key. And of course, the sister left the hall with her friends. They're excited, just like Miss Molly said. A car in Africa, man, it's a big deal. Maybe it's her first car. You never know. So, but when you are specifying that is for your sister, what happens at home? Does this guy have to drive this car? If you are the guy, if you have a car, does your wife have to drive it, or you go drive their brother motor? Because that's how it has to be at one point. Like your brother gave you a car, so don't come around my car. We might be exaggerating, but these are the little things that start up. Like how do we do it? How is it going to work at home? That for me, it's very important to show um, your in-laws that your daughter that you're giving to them is not from trash.
Yeah.
It's very important to show your in-laws that you love your sibling, your daughter, your sister, your cousin, your daughter very much, so they know not to mess with you. Okay, but doing that as a show, I think it's just like show off and not genuine. And
Mm.
for the lady, to me, if you gave me that key, I will hand it over to my husband and we walk out together. And, it's our gift at that point because, again, as they talk about marriage, the two become one.
Mm.
Because no matter the specifications that this car is for my sister, that car goes back to that house with the couple. And
Mm.
even if that guy has a car, if someday he wants to go out and he sees that car, if he's not biased about it, if he's not angry, just like Mr. Rita was asking that this guy is sad. If he's not angry, yes, if he's not angry, he'll get into that car and go where he wants to go. It's their car, right? Because hey,
Mhm.
you're mine now. We're together. We are one, right?
Mhm.
So it's just like the wedding gifts that will come in. You have pots, you have plates. We know technically that when they're giving pots to a wedding as a wedding gift, we're saying that mommy cook food for your husband. So does that mean that that man will not come and eat that food or use that pot? He will. But this one now was like a show of display. That's what I think. I don't think it was wrong for him to gift the sister a car. But for me, he could have done it privately, given in a box like Miss Molly said, and not make it a whole big deal. It looks like it was humiliating the guy. And if you watch that video, that guy was just standing there and
Like a
trying
poster
to,
kid.
yes. And we know how society is, especially in Africa. uh it's going to be like massa. This they rob you very bad for that thing, like they disrespected you. But again, we're just we're just guessing. We're just trying to put dot the i's and cut the t's in it because the
Yeah.
reaction was the reaction over the internet was not a good one. Miss Arita, what do you think?
Oh my God, Miss Olivia, this you're getting me worked up. I think you said something that is so important because, um, to be honest with you, you said something like they will go back. How do you think their relationship is going to go forward? You, the brother, yes, you gifted it. It was joyful. Everybody was happy. It was, but what do you think is going to be? What's going to happen in your sister's home? Did you even think about that? And you're a man too. You gifted. I can imagine that you also has a wife, and they gifted your wife a car. How is your home going to be? Because, like you said, if we want to do something, you should think about what is going to happen in the long run. We always have this thing of like at that moment, want to do things big. We want to show something out. We want to prove ourselves for something. It's good, but have you checked what is going to happen after that? Your sister is going to go into that house, and with the disrespect that the family has showed him, it simply tells me, like we said in Africa, you're going to go use you. Like they say, the women, the way they treat women in Africa is like they have to, you're going to be like a slave. Like she'll be doing things knowingly that she's doing it because the family disrespected the husband. But the point is, it's not even her, but she's going to face all that torment and all that at the home. Because to be honest with you, as we keep talking and saying it, men need your respect. They need every little bit of respect that they can have from you, the woman. And I know it's reciprocal. I know people will be like, oh, Miss Henrietta, you're saying this. Yes, women too, we need our respect. But at that point of that car, like Miss Olivia said, you could have given the key to the man, and then even walk to the other side, the passenger side, and sit. Not that you come and then you're like doing the hoo ha in the horse, like girl, child. No, you don't do that. You don't do that to a man. It's disrespectful. And I was telling you all, I think that family paid for that wedding, because I'll be honest with you, if me.
You
I
never
looked
know.
at
You
it. I'm
never
like,
know.
I think the girl's parents paid, their family paid for that wedding, because a man would not go that far to pay for his wedding, and then another man, come and disrespect him.
Mhm.
Like we said, we don't know much about the story, but that's our own point of view. My own point of view is, I think they paid for that wedding. Yes, you did pay for the wedding. You cover it up. You didn't expose that. Why do you come and expose another thing that you know is going to jeopardize the wedding? Everybody has their opinion, like we say, but to be honest with you, I don't think those people are going to be happy. A little thing like this can break a marriage.
Mhm.
I'll be honest with you. People always think it has to be big, huge, it
Oh
has to be
no,
dramatic. No, it's just
no, that's how
small
it
things.
starts.
Mhm.
That's how it starts. That car, you might think that is oh, it's just a car. The man might not have a car. They'll be driving together. But I swear to God, if that guy enters that car sometime, and then the wife will just turn like, you're entering this car. You don't know that it's my husband that bought the car. Can you buy a car? Things like that will be coming out. Especially if the family had to give everything to that wedding. But I turn myself and I'm asking that woman, you decided to get married to that man, knowing who he is, loving him for who he is, and then at the same time you're humiliating him. Don't you know you're humiliating your own self? Because you have his last name. You're just simply telling the world that you're not happy. You're not happy. It's like a show. It's
Yes,
like you
and
guys
the
are doing a
happiness.
show. It's like you're doing a show, woman. It is so painful, guys. I swear to God, this thing is, when I saw it, because I remember in my wedding day, Molly, Miss Oli, you said something. They gifted me. People have their family, the groom and the bride, when they come, the whole somebody held an envelope. I know it was money, it was part of my side. So when they gifted that money, we African men, they have this their conchibana that they hand.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes. So when they gave me that money, I just gave it to him to put in that bag. That's what you said exactly. You just switch it,
Yeah.
switch. Give it
Yeah.
just a respect. And the
Mhm.
Bible says, if you respect your man, the man is gonna love you.
Mhm. That Bible thing they
I didn't
say.
say it. I didn't say that.
You must
That's
are
just
serious.
it.
So preaching don't enter. Hey, pastor.
And I remember my own wedding, they brought an umbrella. You know what an umbrella is? It's a union. So when they gave that umbrella, they had to bring us together, and then they like hold the umbrella together. Those are things we've been in this marriage thing for a long time. So I'm saying it in a perspective of mine, in that my beautiful sister, I pray you go home. Tell your husband you're sorry. I know sometimes we are like, don't say sorry on behalf of somebody, but you can do that. Tell him I'm sorry what my brother did. It was kind of excitement. I was so excited. I had to, after that, I realized, oh, you were next to me. I felt bad. I'm so sorry, husband. I know I cannot turn back the hands of time, but please, let's call my brother. I'll apologize, and then can you have this key? And I'm gonna let my brother know I gave the key to you. You're my man. You have to do that if you want to stay. If you want to be happy. So that's what I have to share. I don't know if we have any comments from the viewers, Miss Oli. Oh,
And no, none yet. But we have
okay.
Miss Mizzy Carey. She says she's watching from Cameroon, precisely Yaoundé. Thank you so much for
Ooh,
watching.
thank you.
Mizzy, we do appreciate you. All right,
Thank you,
Miss
Boo
Molly.
Boo.
I know, girl.
Miss Molly, do
She's
you
always
have?
she's always
Yeah.
there for us.
Yes, Molly's
Um,
already there.
what you guys have been saying makes sense a lot because in a situation like that, if your family member messed up, you have to fix it. Yeah, you have to fix it. So I don't blame the brother 100%. I blame the brother 40%, and I blame the sister 60%.
Mm-hmm.
A home is what a woman makes it to be. From the beginning, she messed up. She has messed up. There's no way, like Henrietta said, we cannot go back, but
Mm-hmm.
she can fix it from here, right? She was supposed to, out of respect, because let me tell you, if you have a brother that is disrespecting and despising your husband, you cannot tell me that you don't know. You know that he's doing this on purpose to throw it at your husband's face. So now you have to be in the middle. Make sure you are keeping this man happy, and you're keeping your brother happy, and you're keeping your husband happy, but you're more on your husband's side. So that's how you draw the boundary on your wedding day. That same day, you draw the boundary. Your brother will see that no, the way she's behaving like this in public, I have to be careful. So she messed up big time, right? I know out of excitement and all of those things can happen. Like Miss Henrietta is saying, it's not too late. Let her fix it. And she has to talk to her brother that I don't tolerate this. I don't tolerate it. I know you want to make me happy. You are doing this for me. I know so maybe somebody have dropped a comment. Olivia is going to pass out
Yes,
very soon.
that's what I'm laughing. All right, let me
Yeah.
bring up that comment. Let me bring up that comment. So this is from
So
Miss Julia.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and she's all the way from Edmonton, Canada. She said privately, why? Now married her back, make that brother show off. I don't find it
That's a good
disrespectful.
one.
The man can reciprocate by gifting the wife the a car if he's feeling a type of way about it. If he feels disrespected because it was given in public, he will still feel disrespected if the brother gave him privately. That was a good one,
That's
Julia.
somewhat true. That's true. That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Because
because
if he's that kind of person, either way, he's gonna feel hurt. He's gonna feel like, oh, you want what do you want to show? Right? What
mhm,
she said is true. Right? What she said is true. But again,
It's
we
like
are
a
saying it from
competition. I'm sorry, Miss
from a
Molly.
point of view from respect.
No,
I don't want my husband, my family to treat my husband like that.
no,
mhm.
I don't want my family to treat my partner like
no.
I want you to respect him. And if I realize that respect is not there, I feel like a woman, you have to stay in the middle to fix it. You have to. That's your responsibility. That's your role to fix it. We are the fixers. That's all I have about this.
I'm sorry to say this, but Miss Olivia, thank you for that. What that lady said. I know it's your term, Mama. I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
if the husband have to give that lady a gift, that's competition. So are you competing with your husband and your brother? Yeah, because she said, okay, the husband should go buy a gift. It's like the husband now is competing with the brother, but the husband has the girl. You know, you had your time with your sister when she was not married, but now she's married. I don't want to say it is his property, but I want to say it is a better half, and then you guys have to deal with it, the brother. So for me, if the husband goes and buys a car and flaunt it to the brother, for me, that's competition. And I think competition in a marriage never goes anywhere. It's just like, like I said, it's sad. Over to you, Miss Olivia.
Yeah. This is a good one, and I think we transition well to the next topic. Um, Talking about disrespect in general, we're not looking at it as you don't have the right to buy your sister a gift. No, you have the right to give your sister a gift. You can even give her before she got married, but you waited for that day to do show off. Because that's what I look at it. And we know wedding is about showing off with decor and stuff like that, flowers everywhere. And maybe you are trying to put that as an icing on the cake by bringing a car. But at this point, what I'm asking is, you know very well that this lady is no more a single person. There's somebody joined to her at this moment, whether you like it or not. This is at a wedding ceremony. It means the court or the church or whatever is already done. They've already said their I do's, right? I'm just going to what Miss Julia said. They've already said their I do's, and now they are married. They are one. So giving a gift to one person, I still see it off at that point, because even if when they are giving that pot in that wedding, they hold it together and they come and give it to the couple. I've never seen a wedding where they give the gift to one person, right? I think the big deal is because it's a car. A car is big. I don't care if anybody minimizes it. A car is a big deal for me. I'm talking personally. It's a big deal because if it was just a normal small gift, that boy could have not, walked up the stage to do it. He could have maybe followed the normal procession. When there's a wedding, Mr. Eta, we have had a wedding, right? When there's a wedding and they're giving out gifts, they usually form a line
Yes.
and everybody's coming with that gift and then you hand it over and go. So, but brother did not even follow that line. So, of course, it show off. Of, we understand it already. Like, I want to give my sister a gift. What we're talking about is how does the reaction feel? How do we feel at the end of the day? We're just guessing because we're not in that husband's mind. And, we try to read the reactions. If you watch the video, he just looks, some people say unkempt because he had just a shirt and something like that. And, walking and, well, it's okay, but
Miss Oli, do you have a way that you can like show the video? Can we do that like for a minute? Do we have that option? Not yet.
uh, I wish no, not today.
Not
I'll
today.
try
Okay.
to, yeah, I'll try to get that. That was a good idea, right?
We
I'll
can
try to
put in
get
a
that.
page on Facebook when we're done with our show so they can understand.
Yeah. But again, we're just reading the reactions. We're not sure of what
Mhm.
happened, right? Like Mr. Edgar said, he might be sad. We don't know if he's sad. you know Online in-laws were there, and is this we are there, we are watching and talking, and that's how social media is, right? We can create a whole story out of nothing. But again, we're just asking for your opinions. What do you think about it? Yeah, what do you think? Do you think it was okay? Do you think he had to give it to them as a couple or not? So we have a comment from Gole Ebong. Thank you so much for joining. She says it's a gift, so no big deal. And then she said, we are married, so it's for us. No big deal. That's what we're talking, right? For the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, we know they're together. So even if you give it to the sister, at the end of the day, that car goes back to their home, right? So it's for us. So, and then Miss Julia says, I think if the husband is feeling a type of way about it, he will still be disrespected and challenged if it was given to both of them. That's a twist. I did not even think about it, because it will be like that motor self now brother be giving at the end of the day when that car comes to the house. Because yeah, that's what Ms. Julia is trying to say. He will
Yeah.
still feel
Mhm.
disrespected if it was given to
And I support
to
Miss Julia. What Miss Julia, I really believe what on Miss Julia, I'm on your side. What you are saying is true. Because there are some men, they'll be like, either way, they'll still complain.
they'll see
Yeah.
complain. Okay, and then we have Miss Malika and Bay. You have been missing. Oh, hi girl. She said a brother buy a car for his sister. Okay, she's trying to ask what's going on. Say, okay, so if you're just joining us, we're talking about a wedding ceremony, and the brother buys a gift for his sister and not the couple. Like he give the gift to his sister. So what do you think about it? It's an open conversation. If you want to drop your comments in your comment section. All right, Miss Malika, did you get the topic? Because I see another point from you. Maybe you are missing the point. She says, will you stop loving your sister or brother because of marriage? No, we're not talking about that. Of course, we know, of course, we know the love continues. And if you are buying a gift for somebody, it means you really care and love that person. We're just asking that she's married. Were you giving a gift to her or to her as a couple, with her husband? Because a car is not something like a pantyhose. Miss Molly was talking about a gift that is a blouse, right? Your husband will not wear that blouse. That is fact.
Mhm.
It's your gift. So, but a car is something that two people can use. So, is it okay that he gave it to his sister and not both of them as a couple? That's the question, Malika. If you think you want to drop your comment on that.
Believe me, right? I am
Um,
jealous of that
Miss Molly,
sister.
what do you?
Honestly. I'm
My
jealous of that.
sister, tell me, oh,
I'm jealous.
What?
I'm jealous of that girl.
Why?
Your brother gives you a car on the wedding day. Wait till my brother
Guy.
give me now. I do not have even toothbrush. So I'm so jealous.
sister,
I am
you're right.
jealous. Even though I know that my brother will flaunt it on my husband's face. I wish I could have a gift like that. Eh?
And
My
after that, you
God.
go and rub their husband's head and say, baby, this car is for us, so don't be mad. Because I
I
really
am
want to
jealous,
know.
honestly. I am jealous. Even though I am saying
Yeah.
that disrespect, but I am jealous.
Yeah.
I wish I could have a brother Do that for me. That speaks a lot, even though it's coming from a place of pride or whatever, but that also speaks a lot.
It
Yeah.
does. It does.
Okay. So I think that transitions to our next topic, if that's okay, ladies. But again, of course, if you have something to say about our first topic, if you have any points that you want to drop, the first, if you're just joining us, okay. Yeah, so long as the comments keep coming, I'll read them. So we'll say, Miss Malika said, as long as I have a good car, I don't really care if my husband buys his sister a car because it depends on their relationship or what they have been through. Miss Malika, I think you have not. Well, I think you do not still get the point. We're just asking because it's very normal that you can give your family member a car. We're asking if it was okay that during the wedding ceremony, the brother gave the sister a key, a car key, and not the couple, like specify that it's for my sister. That's what we're asking. We know it's okay to buy gifts for your sister. And then she says, but as long as my husband tells me first, so that it does not take me by surprise. Yeah. And then she says she's just contributing, she's just giving points. Thank you so much, Miss Malika. Always we appreciate it. So again, if you are just joining us, we want to talk about two topics today. Yeah, okay. And then Miss Malika says, but again, if it's the wedding, then it should be for both of them. Yeah, that's the point we want to bring up. Should it be for both of them or just one person? So talking about marriage, and okay, again, if you are joining us, our first topic is it okay for a brother to gift his sister a car on their wedding day and not the couple, right? You
Yep.
have any comments, or questions, if
Once
you have
learned.
questions, drop it. We'll go ahead and read that. And then our next topic, what when
Why are
Malika
you
said,
laughing?
what
Okay.
an embarrassment.
My sister. Ah, really
What an
embarrassing, sister.
embarrassment. Oh my God. And then Mr. Fortem Giver said to me, it's very okay. Thank you, Mr. Fortem Giver. Thank you for always joining us. You are a familiar name on the Mollie Show. We appreciate you. Um, so,
So, Mr.
okay,
Fontaine, give it.
go ahead
So
and ask the question.
you're married to your wife, brother, my brother,
Mhm,
and then the wife's brother comes in that big wedding.
mhm.
You're sitting at the
Specify, oh,
throne.
yes, the ceremony, yes.
Yeah, the ceremony. You're sitting at the throne with your wife. He walks up. He gives her a key, and then use the microphone and say, "Okay, welcome all you all, but this key I'm giving it to my wife.
My
No,
sister.
sorry, to my sister.
Mhm.
Personally, I love her. Take this." And then she takes it, she runs to the car and open the door, and you go to the other side and you are quiet with your shirt and your what was it? Really?
Yeah.
And you're okay with it? I love men like you because, to be honest, if you can do that, then you're a good man. We need a lot of you like this in this world
Mhm.
because my man won't do it.
So, and then Miss Malika said, no, a red flag wahala will be that marriage from day one. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's a red flag for her. Okay, thank you for contributing. And then she said, very bad. Oh, it shows the brother-in-law is trying to mock them. you know, Again, we're doing all the guesswork as online
It's
in-laws.
true.
We're looking at the body reaction. We're looking at the reaction of the crowd. So, all right. So let's go. Let's go. Let's keep going. And again, if you think you have something to say about that, Malika says she will close the wedding. If you have, oh my God, if you have any more points that you want to give about a particular topic, you can go ahead and drop it. But this is the next one. We're just transitioning it into marriage, right? This is the question that we have. Is it okay for you to take your problems in your relationship to your family, to your siblings? You know, is it okay to your parents? We're talking about family in general. Is it okay for you to take your problems to your family or to your siblings? It can be in your marriage, it can be in your relationship, right? We're trying not to limit it, but is it okay to take your problems to your family? Miss Molly, what do you want to say about it? I'm just laughing at Miss Malika's comment. She says, huh, I
Me
don't
too.
tire drama. Hey.
She said, I think she's saying that you guys from one dramatic topic to another one. What is going on? Yeah, Olivia, that's a good question. Personally, I think it depends, right? It's gonna depend on what is going in that house. If you're going through, like, if it's just little arguments that you guys can fix and work together, that's fine. You can just keep it to yourself. But if it's a bigger problem, then you can get the most. It's not. It's complicated, right? But I feel like personally, it's not advisable. The reason I think it's not advisable is the fact that if you start going to tell, you might build the wrong image on your family's head or mind about your partner. Let me say he did something bad to you, he was rude and disrespectful, or he yelled at you in public. Maybe something triggered that yelling or something. And then later on, by evening, you guys are fixed it, or within 24 hours, you guys are fixed it. Now your family will be thinking that he's so rude and disrespectful. You have let it go. You move on. You are back in the lovey-dovey, whatever, honey, sweetie, sugar, Now maybe you went and told your dad. Now your dad have kept it in his heart. It may take 1 year, 2 years, or forever. He will never forget. He always say, this man that is disrespectful to my daughter. And then or to my son. Then now they start disrespecting you. It goes back to disrespect. They start disrespecting you. You start complaining that, oh, my family doesn't respect my husband. My family doesn't respect my wife. They don't like him. They don't like her. But if you want to look at the genesis of the problem, it's you. So I say no, it's not advisable to take it out there. Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Miss Molly. Miss Areta, what do you think? You want me to read the comments that we have before we go ahead?
Yes, please. Yes,
Okay, so
please.
we're back to Mr. Fortem Giver. He says,
Okay.
it's okay. We most often attach things to value things. If my in-law blesses my wife with a car, it generally becomes a simple. Oh, yeah, you're a good man, oh. Wow.
Now you are
Thank you.
talk. You're a very good man.
So
I
Miss Malisa
appreciate
said,
you.
oh, maybe in-law then if you put drink water. Oh. And then she says, poverty no fine. Now poverty the cause of the problem. You said it.
Now
It's just like maybe you
poverty,
joined late. Mr. Reta said, Nadim man, is that family that paid for that wedding?
Yep, poverty. Mm-mm.
Right.
oh.
Mr. Reta, please go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I know it, like you said, we can go to that topic and come back to this other one. And this one is about telling your in-laws your problem. It can be in a marriage or in a relationship. So telling your family, I'm sorry. Why do I need to go? I love that other topic, or what's wrong? I think I need to
Yeah,
make a
fine.
wedding.
Bring it up.
I
Bring it up.
I need to make a wedding. You girls should bring me a car, like the Molly Show should bring me a key, and tell my husband that, you know what, this is from the Molly Show, and it's one of my co-hosts. Oh my God, I keep going back to that. To be honest, I want to put this one. I want to start with when I was dating, and not my husband. I wouldn't say I dated him, the only person. And for me to go back to my family to tell them, me coming from a background of Africa, you don't even have the guts to go tell them. You don't even have the guts to prove to them that you're even dating. So I had my sister, bless her heart. She she has gone through a lot of torments with my relationship issues that I think she sits sometimes, and it became a point. She said, you know what, Hereta, go be careful, because she can't be keep solving my problems. So I came to realize that even when she solves them, she tries to make up, but she always tells me you're the problem. And I'm like, why am I the problem? She said, oh, you talk a lot. Oh, you're drama. Oh, you're this. And this is the one thing about people that look at people like dramatic or talk a lot. Sometimes we can be talking out there, but when we are in there with we're in love with somebody, we're quiet. you
Yeah.
know, because we came to realize that if you have to talk too much, you might not have a man. Mhm. So I try to make them understand that No, it's not me. But most of the time, it has always been me. And one thing I like myself is, we always say in the show that everything that hides always comes out. So I remember this boyfriend of mine, and when he came out, my sister was like, "So my sister was telling the truth." And at that point, I was like, it didn't help me because even though it was proving to me that my sister didn't love me, but at the end, I thought it was my character, I thought it was my behavior. But when they realized that it wasn't me, I was happy about it. But as we say, sometimes it's good to tell your family, but you have to select who you're telling them to. Because I swear to God, if I had to tell my brothers, they'll beat up that boy. You have to select the people you're telling, because my brothers didn't. I remember I had one, he had to stand in front of that guy and tell the guy, "I don't want to see you in a house. Don't even come near to my sister." And he was my kid brother, not even my big brother. And that guy made me, I was like, you know what? I'm scared of your family. Your brothers made me act. Africa, we don't have these fence. My house didn't have a fence. We had the how do you call it? Not eucalyptus. We had a cypress
Cypress,
tree.
Cypress.
Cypress. So he was chopped up like that's the fence we had. So he went behind and caught the guy and told him, "Never you come to this house." Because when I was explaining my problems to them, I came to realize they were the wrong crowd, because they didn't take it. So I think that when you're posing your problem in your marriage or relationship, being a boy or girl, please select who you're talking to. And one thing is, say the truth. To be honest with you, sometimes people lie because they want favor. But at the end of it, they're going to face it. They're going to have a back flash, because it will come back to you. So please, girl, boy, if you have to explain your problem to people, tell them the truth. To be honest, you might be the fault and they might help you out in your relationship. And you might not be the fault, they'll still help you out. Because my sister, brother, if you go and lie, and at the end of it, it doesn't solve itself, and they realize that you were lying, nobody's going to help you again. It's just like crying sheep, 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 and people come to help you. They that they're eating your sheep, and then when they're really eating that sheep, everybody will be like, "Know what? May you chop them, let the sheep then die." Nobody will come to your aid no more. So please, when you're taking your problems, be truthful. Don't lie. If you're the one that's wrong, accept the for me, accept the advice they're gonna give you. And I think a family member, it's a good thing when it comes to that other side. So I don't know what Miss Molly or Miss Olivia has.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Rita. Let me take one more comment for it's about a car. So let's say
That car
Mr.
business. Ooh.
Thomas. Okay, so we have Dr. Thomas and Pride. I stand corrected. That car and a family car, we go enjoy the car together. Shouldn't be a huge deal.
Thumbs up.
Okay, okay,
Mhm.
all right. And Miss Malike, thank you, Dr. Thomas and Pride, for joining. We appreciate you. And then we
Thank
have
you.
Miss Malike. Miss Malika says the Molly Show, it can never be okay only if it is an abuse. Thank you
Yeah.
for dropping that point. And then we have Mr. Henry Rich. Where have you been? Thank you for joining us
Story
today.
of my life.
It says story of my life. Okay. Let's know about it. Drop it in the comment section. I don't know if you're talking
Mhm.
about the first topic or the second topic because I dropped them
Which
in the
one?
comment
Yeah, which
section.
one be story of your life? Did they
Yes.
gift you a car?
Did they gift your wife a car? What are you talking about? Your wife, we have the both topics on. I put them in the comment section. The first one, of course, is it okay for a brother to gift his sister a car at the wedding ceremony and not the couple? And then the second one is it okay to take your problems in your relationship to your family? To me, I think if you have to take your problems, that's just me. That's my opinion. If you have to take a problem to your family, it means it's really severe, right? It has to be something that you cannot bear it anymore because if you go and tell your family, for example, that my husband is using me as a punching bag, he beats me every day, your family is not going to love your husband. And again, you might make it work with your husband, but now how do they look at him? Every time they come to visit you, every time he comes around, they'll be like, and I want that, punching our sister every night and stuff like that. It creates a little, ditch between your family and your husband. when you get to that point, if you need to go to your family, it means you have had it up to a year, as I was saying.
Mhm. Mhm.
It is getting serious. That guy can he stays out of the house for a week. You don't even know where he is. He will bring a girl to your home, your matrimonial home. He beats you up. It has to be, for me, it has to be very serious, because when I'm taking it to them, you are like, okay, I cannot do this anymore. Or if they start seeing you behaving the type, they'll be like, hey, Miss Olivia, what's going on? You'll be like, I told you guys, this is what is happening. But to me, if it's something that we can work it out and we can talk about it, I don't think I'll take it to my family, because just like even the other topic that we're talking about, getting married does not stop the love from your family to you. They'll get so emotional about it. They'll get so worked up. We had this show on TikTok yesterday. There were ladies proposing that their brothers would beat up the hell out of that guy. If you come and tell me that you're beating up my sister, the brothers will gang up. Things have happened. We've had stories like that.
Yeah.
Brothers will gang up and go and beat your husband, and then you two in love, you can come and say, hey, no, kill my master, and then they'll be like, really, Olivia, you came to us now. We solved it
Mhm.
our own way. You told us he was beating. What did you want us to do? Right. So I think we should avoid it. And but
Mhm.
again, it's a very tricky thing, because when you're going through a lot, all of us want to talk to someone, right?
Yeah.
You want to somebody to listen to your pain, somebody to just to talk to. At times, I share this story. Even when I lost my sister-in-law, I used to call her a lot. I say, hey, today don't go football field and agree come back. You go say, wish, what do I, and stuff like that. And then we made it fun. But I could not, if there was something severe happening at my home, if I had to tell her, it's because I'm being like, I'm telling you because it's her brother. She will not hate her brother. Remember, she will not say, okay, you brother, I condemn you, I don't want to see you anymore, because it's her brother. At
Mhm.
times, if you tell them, maybe, just maybe, they can talk to your husband about it. But again, it's always good to solve your problems inside your home, rather than have a third party, coming to regulate your issues. And again, in the US, I know we have it in most countries in Africa. In the US, therapy is very common. um when I read about it, at first there was that scare that when you go for therapy, or it gets into your record, when you are searching for a job, they'd be like, have you ever visited? Because the next thing is that they say, okay, you're mentally unstable if you're visiting a therapy. And then we have our African men that will never go and sit with you in front of a marriage counselor, key them. They'll be like, who, that person knows me to go and be talking to me about that. But if you think, excuse me, if you think you can sit and talk with a therapist, just tell him your problem or how are your problems, then do it. If you think that, because that person does not know you, that person is not going to say, okay, I'm going to gang up with my nurses here and go and beat up your
Mhm.
husband, oh, and stuff like that. That person is neutral. He can give you advice. She can give you advice. The therapist can give you, ways to work it out. And then at the end of the day, maybe everything mellows down. But again, going back to your family, it always has there's always that tension in it. I don't know what you think, Miss Molly.
Yeah, I feel like we have some. Do we have any
Let me
comments
see. Yeah,
before?
yeah,
Okay.
let me read. You want me to take the what am I doing? You want me to take the comments?
Yes, please take the comments first.
Okay. So the first one we have is from Henry Rich. Again, thank you so much. We have been missing. We have missed you a lot. He said, things I have heard about me. I wonder if my body was borrowed to do all the things, but karma is the worst. All right, Miss Mr. Henry Rich, thank you so much. And then we have Miss Julia Young. All right, thank you again. She says, I will not like to tell my marital family members they love me, so they might not look at it objectively because of the love they have for me. Thank you very much. Exactly what we have been talking
Mhm.
about. And then Miss Malika says, taking problems to your family brings a lot of disrespect. Please, marriage is sacred. Thank you so
Mhm.
much, Miss Malike. And then Mr. Henry says, I even heard I have impregnated some lady, and I even went naked on TikTok. Things I can never do in this life and after this life. Okay, Mr. Ekane, let's say, how do we work this out? Because I'm trying to tie your responses to our topic, right? Ladies, are we together?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
tie your responses to our topic so that I'll make it make sense. So is it what your partner said to their family? I don't know. Miss Molly, are we, Miss Erica, are we on the
Yeah,
same
Yeah,
page?
you're
I
right.
think
Yeah.
I think
Or
that's what
That's
he's
what
trying
he's
to
trying to
say.
say.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Mr. Henry. I am so sorry, you know,
but,
to hear
but
that. But
did
again,
you impregnated the lady?
That's
I'm
for
sorry.
another
yeah,
I
are you
always ask the
naked?
obvious.
Are you naked on TikTok? Man, that's a huge one,
I
Mr. Henry.
know.
So I can really understand your pain there.
I know.
And then we have okay, yeah, Miss Malika says that's a bad idea. My sister, that's a bad idea. I say, okay. And then she also says, I did it before and I regret it to today. Never take your problems to your in-laws. Thank you for that point. I do appreciate it. And then we have Mr. Henry. He said some even said they sponsored my little sister to travel out. Some ladies really say anything out there to look good and paint someone black. Funny. It's a funny world. Yeah. Again, you cannot control what your partner takes back to their family. Is their family, they'll always try to make it, work for them. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Henry, for dropping that comment. And Miss Malika ended by saying, Henry, rich poverty is not good, my dear. Thank you all so much for your comments. Miss Molly,
Thank
over
you.
to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. You said something, I think Malike too also said it on the comment section where, like you said, if you have issue, you can take it to your the side of your partner family, right? I feel like in that scenario, it only works if they like you
Mm-hmm.
on both sides. If your partner, if be it a man or a woman, you go and complain to their family,
Your in-laws.
if they don't like you, they won't listen.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, I think they'll be like, they will take they'll take your partner's side because they didn't want you anyways. So I just feel like you have to pick and choose. If you know that your partner's family, they don't like you, don't even go there and complain. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I just want to put that out there. It's not gonna work. It can only work if they like you. Then they'll tell you, oh, that's how my brother is. Oh, I know my sister. What you're saying is true. That's how my sister is. But if they don't like you, they will be happy that that thing is going on. They will pray that it happens over and over so that you can leave that house. So let's pick and choose. Like Miss Olivia said, if you know you're in a situation where you're going through something and you really have to talk to somebody, a therapist would be good. Don't take it to your own family. Don't take it to your partner's family, especially if they don't like you, right? Go to a therapist, a neutral person, and air yourself out. Say whatever you want to say. That person is not going to judge you. That person will tell you the truth. So that's just my own. I know we are almost at the top of the hour. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Molly. So
Any
Miss
other
Ekane is still dropping. Yeah, before I go to Jereka, Miss Ekane still dropped some of the comments like, okay, because I was asking that, did she say it to her family? I said not only to her family, so even people around the community. And I think Miss Malika was confirming what you said when she dropped that. She
Mhm.
said yes, and then she said, please listen to her. I've gone through it. Again, Miss Molly made a very great point. If you know your in-laws don't give a damn about you, why will you go and complain to them?
Mhm.
They'll just push you out. It's the same thing. Miss Areta, what do you have for us?
Oh my God. Thank you, Miss Olivia. This topic, I think, like we said, almost at the hour. Even though we started late, we can still go a little bit further. But I think we need to bring back this topic again, if you're not mistaken, because it's a huge topic in the sense that we're not only saying you go to your, like Miss Olmoli said, your family members might not like you, or even your family members might not like your man, that you are with. I don't want to say married, and still your in-laws don't even like you. So it's like a two-way stream. You can't even take your problem now to your
Mm-hmm.
parents because your parents didn't approve that man, and you can't
Mhm.
even take it to your man or your wife's parent because they didn't approve you. So
Mhm.
it's a two-way thing. And to be honest with you, I will go biblically because it said if you have a problem, like we just said, try to solve it yourself with your
Mhm.
partner. Sit together, try to solve it. You only have to go to somebody, or they said the next person you can go to is the priest. You know, you have to go to somebody you really trust and somebody you believe biblically. Because one thing I say the Bible is to guide us. The Bible is not there to dictate your life, it's just to help and guide you. And the Bible is there to guide you in a positive way. Because if you have to look through the Bible, it's just positive. It's just a book to guide the society to go forward in a positive way. So that is just what he's telling in that perspective. If you think that you don't, sometimes we don't trust our pastors or our priests because them too, I tell you, they're human, they're horrible sometimes. And you can even have a pastor or a priest that likes your wife and you go there, he says things against you. So you know, it's so complicated, but it's your place to know that, do I trust my pastor? Do I trust my priest? You have to be careful. But as Miss Olivia said, the worst is when you know you're going to die in that relationship. Get somebody, talk to somebody at that point. But if you know you're not going to die, try to talk it out among yourselves. No matter if your in-laws are good sometimes or bad, but you have to ask yourself, is this topic, is this what we're going through important for somebody to hear? Because my sister, there are so many types of secrets that you don't even want to put out there in your marriage. Sometimes I keep it to myself and I'm like, I need help, but if I put it out there, it's humiliating. It's like, how can you even scoop that low? How can you be in that marriage for this long and you're going through this? You are a slave. There's a lot of ways that there's a lot of reasons that people stay in a marriage. To be honest with you, I don't want to put their thing out there. Yes, I know Mr. Henry said the family and people, but one thing I want to say is people's opinion don't count. Even if you take it to your father or your mother, whoever, it doesn't count. But at the same time, like I said, say the truth, because like Miss Olivia said, it will haunt you back one day. Because if you go to your family members and you go tell them what is happening and you solve your problem, it's going to fall. Now the family member will be like, you not don't solve that problem. Why you even come for me? Why did you even come to me? So I'm saying that you should know what you're telling people. But if something's that's gonna kill you, you should even call the popo. Call the police. Our police don't judge. What they judge is who is hurting who. If you know it comes to hurt, you should call them. But I think the secret, that's why they say a secret is something to be kept in you. But if that secret is gonna kill you, walk away. But I tell you, some family members, especially what you people say, mother-in-laws or father-in-laws or brother-in-law, they're not good. When they love their son or daughter, they don't care about you. Let me tell you, they will insult you in front of them. And what is so annoying is I'm a woman. My problem is, why do I have to go to my mother-in-law who is a woman? I have kids, and I explain to them what your son is doing, and at that time they don't do nothing. What they do in front of me with the son is like, oh, you bitch a lot, you talk a lot, you do this. But immediately the son walks out. Now you turn to me, where my daughter? You know, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't get.
That's
It's like, oh,
hypocrisy.
my daughter,
Um,
I understand where you're going, but why didn't you say it in front of your son?
mhm.
Why didn't you say what you're saying in front of him? Because for me, at that point, you're enabling him, and that's
Yeah.
what most in-laws do. They enable them, but at a point, at the end, they'll be like, "My sister, you could have kept quiet." But how can I keep quiet when somebody is saying something that is hurtful? If somebody tells you, "Oh, like I'm fat now, you're fat, you're ugly, you're this," and then you don't say nothing, and now you come back at the back and you tell me, I'm so just leave and so no, na so it dey. No, there's nothing na so it dey. So please, like Miss Malika said, keep your things to yourself. Try to know who you're talking to, and I think when you know who you're talking to, you're gonna have a better marriage or a better relationship. Sometimes just keep it to yourself, boo. Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Ereta. Miss Malike, you said, please, your last comment is very important. I don't, is the comments that I'm trying to see your last comment that I read. All right, let's say you
Oh,
said,
maybe there's comment before that one. The comment before, please, my
you
last
said,
comment.
okay, you said, make a no over comment, make my comment no go viral. Okay. And then after that, Mr. Henry Rich said very correct. I'm sure he was confirming to one of speakers what we lastly said. And then she says, but some people have partners who do not like communication, so they do that out of frustration, going back to their families to talk. But and that's a big one
Yeah,
too. You
yeah.
want to try to talk to your partner and they don't want to listen. You try to find other options. Thank you. I guess that's why she said my last comment is very important. And then another one from Mr. Henry said, very correct. I don't care what people think after they heard cook lies about me, in as much as in as about me, in as much as God knows my heart, I don't care about man. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Miss Malika confirms that yes, that's the comment she was talking about. I think communication. If you people finally go to their families because of the frustration, you are trying to talk to your partner. Let's work this out. Let's talk about this, and then he does not want to listen. You start finding other options. And Miss Malika also says keeping things to yourself has killed many too. That's a very big one because you might not they might not beat you physically, right? You can be in a home with your partner and he has not eaten your food. He has not eaten in the house for a whole month. No sex. Of course, sex is very important in marriage. Nothing is happening for a month, and he has maybe moved to the guest room. That's physical torture. That guy is beating you up physically, mentally. uh, that's not physical torture. That's what I was trying to say. It's not physical torture, but it's mental torture, right? Because you are just there. Maybe he just goes through, pick up the kids and come and drop them, goes to the guest room, comes out back late, gets into the room and sleep. You can die. That's what
Why
Malika is
does he?
trying to say.
Yeah,
Keeping some of those things to yourself
it's a workout.
might kill you too. Yeah, it's good to
Mm-hmm.
talk to someone. Do not relent. Try to. Of course, we all know we're all grown-ups, right? As we say, our show is what, 18 and older. You all know who to call, you all know who to talk to at one point, but again, do not keep it to yourself. Many people have died, not only men, not only women. Again, we're not biased about it. Women have also maltreated men to the extent that they can die. It happens. It's not only the women who are being maltreated by the men, right? So it goes both ways. If there's something really eating you up, please look for someone to talk to. There are a lot of resources out there, especially for some of us who are over here abroad. There's a lot of options, but back home, I think there are options too, right? But maybe they'll be expensive and stuff like that. That's how, again, Miss Malika says frustration takes you back to your family because you just need somebody to talk to. And then, okay, yeah, she's just saying the same thing. He says, please talk to somebody. Do not die of a stroke. It has been killing a lot of Africans. Thank you so much. Ladies, do you have any conclusions? What are we saying to this amazing viewers that we had today? You are on mute, Miss Molly.
Sorry, I said I don't have anything to say. We have been here for an hour, 7 minutes. So I don't know if Henrietta or you, if you have something. If not, then we can wrap it up for the day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we just encourage our followers, our viewers to try to be on time because from all indication, everybody's coming up and trying to comment at this last hour, and we're trying to keep it 1 hour. We all have it's Sunday, tomorrow is work, school. We're trying to make it short. We're longer on TikTok, right? Because
Yeah.
it's a Saturday, we can always handle that. But on Sunday, we try to wrap it up in an hour so we can have time to catch up with other things at home. But again, we encourage you to share our pages. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. Yeah, we've been hearing rumors that they want to ban TikTok. Miss Molly, did you hear about that?
Hmm. I said, God forbid.
Yes, so if there's, we still have other pages if anything has to happen. So
Yeah.
we encourage our viewers to like, share, and comment. And again, please do not hesitate to tell us if there's any other thing that you would like to witness, anything you want us to change. Is You are our viewers, so and we're trying to do this because of you. So if you tell us, trust me, we will listen. All right. Miss Arita, you have anything to say?
Oh no, you said it all. I just want to, like we say, thank them for their time because I know we apologize. We started late. I'm still apologizing. We'll try to be on time because it's time is money everywhere, especially in this country. Time is really money, and I really appreciate all those who came to the TikTok show. And one thing I've realized about TikTok, Miss Molly, is that you can be anywhere and you still watch TikTok. You can still talk because it's so interesting. So I want to
Mhm.
thank everybody, like Miss Olivia says, share. And we love you all. Please keep watching the Molly Show. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.